What up people, welcome back to another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about my top 10 tips when it comes to delivering and being a delivery driver. I've been doing this job nearly 3 years now. I started in September of 2019. I've racked up over 5,000 deliveries, so here are my top 10 tips to become a better delivery driver, or if you're just starting out, some tips for you. Tip number 1, buy and use the right equipment. When you first sign up to become a delivery driver, the first thing that you want to get is a thermal bag. And Deliveroo give you a free thermal bag when you sign up. You get a whole rider kit depending on what you're driving. They do cycle kits, they do car kits, and they do motorcycle kits. A thermal bag is number 1. That is the first thing that you want to get. In my box, I've got 2 thermal bags. I've gone a bit over the top, I know, but it does keep the food super hot. Yeah, number 1, thermal bag. Second piece of kit is a quad lock mount. Quad lock, why do I recommend quad lock so much? I have been using quad lock for over 2 years now, and I have never ever had an issue. This video isn't sponsored in any way, shape or form. Quad lock is just such a great piece of kit, and for your smartphone, what you're using to run these apps and make money, you want to make sure you have a good phone holder. So yes, phone holder is number 2 on my list of things to get. And then thirdly is a good mode of transport. I've been lucky enough to work with New, and today I'm out on the new electric scooter that I've been using now for the past 6 months and absolutely loving it. It doesn't matter what you're riding, you can start off on a push bike, but make sure you get a vehicle that is gonna meet the needs of doing this job. Don't jump on a bike that's too small for you or a bike that's too big for you. So yeah, 2 of the main things is a bag, a thermal bag designed to deliver food, and a good phone mount. Obviously I'm using the wireless charger built into the New onto the quad lock, and yeah, so I don't have no need to carry power banks, but a power bank would also be useful. Tip number 2 would be sign up and deliver with more than one app. As you can see here, I've got a folder on my phone for the gig work, and I've got Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Ride and Gopher. So I know for any reason, if I was to get banned from one app, I've always got another app to rely on. A lot of riders are getting laid off at the moment by Just Eat and Uber Eats. I don't know why they're doing it, but it seems to be happening to a lot of riders in my area, not because of like wrongdoing or they're doing the job wrong. They're just finding any reason to get rid of them. So yeah, it's always good to have more than one app. And I reached out to the guys over at Rodeo and I was like, hey, give me some stats on riders and how many apps they're using and what sort of money they're making. So Rodeo, you can sync your data with Uber Eats, Deliveroo and Stuart. Just Eat is coming soon. But they showed me here that using one app on average is £8.33 an hour. Using Deliveroo and Uber Eats, it's £9.63 per hour. And then using 3 apps at once, obviously not delivering at the same time, but running 3 apps, you're getting Uber Eats, Deliveroo and Stuart, and it's £10.65. So £8.33 to £10.65 if you're running 3 apps. That's a little bit too crazy. I would recommend just running 2 apps at once, like I do. But yeah, you can earn over £1 more per hour if you're running 2 apps at once. So yes, that is tip number 2. Let's go on to tip number 3. Tip number 3. Yes, that thing up there. Learn your local parking restrictions. Red route fine is one fine that you do not want to be getting because it is a lot of money. But as you can see here, red route, no stopping, Monday to Saturday, 7 till 7. Just learn it. Learn your local parking restrictions. The last thing you want to do is go out, be delivering all day, make, I don't know, say £85, and then pay a £65 parking fine. I know we've all been there. You think it'll be all right here if I leave it for 2 seconds, run in that restaurant, grab an order. But no, trust me, parking wardens will be waiting around for you to make that mistake. So yeah, tip number 3, learn your local parking restriction. Damn, that bus driver was not happy. Tip number 4, do not multi-app. The amount of drivers I have seen multi-apping and then complain when they get banned on either one of the apps. You will be caught. I know we all think, okay, I'm not making enough money, how can I make more money? By cheating the system somehow and doing double drops. It's the customer that gets cold food, and you will eventually lose your account. I know we all think, okay, Uber and Deliveroo are going exactly the same location, why not Deliveroo? And sometimes it does work out, but if you get caught by either one of the apps, they're just going to ban you. So I do not recommend multi-apping. If you live in a tiny little village somewhere in England, then yeah, maybe you can get away with it, but is it really worth it for you to lose your account altogether? Yeah, don't multi-app, because the amount of people I see multi-apping and then complain when they lose their account is ridiculous. All right, on to number 5. Damn, it's sunny. Tip number 5 would be get to know other delivery drivers in your area. This is good because if you ever run into any, not trouble, but any emergencies, whether you get a flat tire or you're in need of a power bank to charge up your phone, at least you know there's a few people that you can count on. It's also a security thing as well. You know, if your bike is locked up, that you've got extra eyes on your bike as well as your good lock that you're using. So yeah, get to know other delivery drivers in your area. I know there's a big community in the Brazilian community of riders. They all stick together, and I want to see more of that, especially when it comes to other drivers and other communities of different backgrounds and places that people come from. So yeah, let's take the Brazilian community as an example, a good example, because they all stick together, and it is a good thing to get into. Another way of doing this is using the Rodeo app. I keep banging on about the Rodeo app because it is such an important app to have as a delivery driver. Look at the emphasis of important there. It has a feature on there that you can toggle between the feeds and locations of the feeds. So you've got London, UK and Edinburgh on there at the moment, and they are going to be adding new cities very soon. But you can speak to other riders in your area on the app, so you don't even have to do it in person if you're a bit socially awkward, or you just don't have the confidence to introduce yourself to other drivers. But yeah, that is tip number 5, and I think it is a good tip to include. Tip number 6, when you go into a restaurant, make yourself known. A lot of restaurants, I'd say 99.9% of restaurants, which is a lot, do not care if you are there to pick up an order. They will not give you an order if you don't ask for it. And I'm not being funny. Do I look like a delivery driver? I don't wear nothing that's branded. I mean, I do wear the Deliveroo t-shirt now and then, but when you go into a restaurant, make yourself known. Go to the nearest bar or pass, as they call it, where the food comes out. Just be like, hey, I'm here to pick up an order for Deliveroo. Give them your order number. Yeah, that is tip number 6. Don't walk into a restaurant and expect a restaurant member of staff to approach you. Always make yourself known. Tip number 7 is small talk with customers. When you go to deliver an order, a lot of drivers just go, here you go, and don't even say here you go. They just give you a bag and bounce. It does not hurt to say thank you, enjoy your evening, or thank you, enjoy your weekend, have a nice meal, enjoy your meal. That small talk does go very far, and you're more likely to get a tip from a customer because they see you as a person, not just some object that delivers food. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. It's like they see like a personality there, like there is a person underneath this face covering and helmet. You don't have to go into like your life story and bloody ask them questions, but just be like, yeah, have a nice evening. It does not hurt, and it does go very far. So yeah, that is tip number 7, small talk with customers. In at number 8 would be say goodbye to your social life. If you are serious about making money doing this job, delivering food, delivering parcels or whatever, you have to work during the peak hours. And I will throw up a graph here that has been kindly provided by Rodeo. And as you can see, from 5 p.m. to about 9 p.m. is when you're going to be making most of your money. So on a Friday and Saturday night, when your friends are texting you and phoning you to come out and have a social life, you have to say, no, sorry, money is more important. I don't know, man. It is a tough one. Obviously, you have to have time off and re-energize and refresh. But if you are serious about making money, don't expect to be making £100 in a day if you don't get out and work on that Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening. So yeah, be prepared to say goodbye to your social life if you are determined and motivated to make money, because you will be spending most of your time delivering. And in at number 9, you Deliveroo drivers, us Deliveroo drivers, I was meant to say, when you are picking up an order on Deliveroo, so you get a job request, do not accept that job straight away when you get to the restaurant. Like, do not press arrive. Reason being, leave it a minute or two, because that single order will more than likely turn into a double order. Because what it does to the application, what the application thinks is that you are still on your way to the restaurant. So if another order was to come in, because you're the closest driver to that restaurant, they will 9 times out of 10 give that order to you. So yeah, when you do arrive at a restaurant, do not press arrived straight away. Wait until you this guy is driving crazy. Yeah, wait until you're actually in the restaurant and then press arrived, because that is when you will get your double order. And lastly, tip number 10 would be go and download the Rodeo app. They have just brought out a new feature where you can set a target for your week. So if you want to make £500 in a week, you can set that target and you can actually see it, how far off you are from making that target. There's a bunch of other great features on there, and yeah, I'm really trying to push drivers to sign up for this app, because it's an app designed by riders for us riders, and it's only right that we download it and take advantage of all the features, especially because it's free. Like, you don't have to pay a penny to go onto this app. Yeah, I am going to be running more giveaways with Rodeo in the future. As you know, my previous giveaway was for £50 if you got an order paying £6.64 with no tips on Uber or Deliveroo or Just Eat. Yeah, there is 1 space left, 1 winner remaining. 9 people have won it so far. Thank you to everyone that has participated, and yeah, until next time people, I'm going to be doing a delivery shift in my next video, and hopefully by then I'm going to be a qualified electrician. I've got my final exam next Saturday, which is the 24th, I think it is, of June. I can't remember, but yeah, it's the end of June, and hopefully I'm going to be a fully qualified electrician doing deliveries, which doesn't really make sense, but I am going to be focusing a lot more on this channel. And as always, if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It does mean the world to me, and I look forward to bringing you another video very soon. Take care, people.